The beat drops radio, 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 the beat drops radio.
Anytime I've ever heard, if I've heard a song, listen to her music has made me cry before. Just getting into when Biggie passed away and she had that CD. I mean, I listen to that CD all the time, and it brought tears to my eyes because of the emotion that God has given her to be able to give to the public. Give us that.
True.
And Nicci is a devil.
Lord, now
You see on that show is what you're gonna get. Nicci has always been like that, but you know what? Granted that she stole my show, we were friends. Just erase that. You got 5 senses, my mama told me, and you can just use them. First time she does with the group, this girl is running, talking about I got bronchitis. The bronchitis was Nicci.
the bronchitis was
It was
Nicci.
no bronchitis. Nicci was the bronchitis. During the height of their career, that's If You Love Me, Grapevine. They only had 2 CDs. So, you know, these girls act like they're Aretha Franklin after 2 and 1 hit songs and demanding red carpets and white walls and no green M&Ms and things like that. They barely had a damn 2 CDs to hit. You know, when Aretha and them come in the room and they're tired, honey. They couldn't even come to the front door in some places.
Now, you know,
They started off.
some people gonna ask Jason, because I know you and Nicci Gilbert were pretty. And let me put this out here. I gotta be fair. You know, Nicci, you got the opportunity to come into the building, you know, and you know, express yourself. Just give us a call. That's it. But people gonna say, because y'all were so close, you know, why are you know, what has happened over the course of time to bring us to this point right now?
Well, you know what? I tend to sometimes forgive. You know, I was in foster homes and group homes, so I tend to play the whole to people, and I'm learning as I got older to believe who people show you that they are. My friends are tired of me saying, you know, my sister and my friend would not treat me like the way she has treated me. She wouldn't go behind my back, and, you know, I mean, she wouldn't do the things that Nicci has done. And when I see her on TV, it's just a reminiscence of what broke Brownstone up. I mean, like I was saying, you know, the first girl left during the hype of it. The second girl left at the second CD. Then they broke up. Hell, and now, fast forward all these many years, then there's this problem on the set of R&B Divas. I'm nowhere near Atlanta. I left Atlanta. I'm in LA. And there's still drama. If Miss Robinson at the schoolhouse say Shay acting a fool, and Miss Jones at the Bible study say Shay acting a fool, Shay's acting a fool. No one else. It's no one else. It's a shame because I had the pleasure of working with Selena Johnson back in Detroit when we did Soul Kittens. Soul Kittens has been around. We've been doing Soul Kittens for I don't know how long. I've cast 2 members, got the dancers to work, choreographed, got clothes for the show. I did so much stuff for Soul Kittens in the course of every city that they've gone. I bought Nicci phones. I said Nicci was being put out of her house. You know, this is a long list of a long lifespan of friendship. So it hurts me to the core because this is someone that I love. This is someone that I moved from LA to Atlanta to be close to motivate, to inspire, and vice versa her with me. You know,
right.
So I would never have thought that, you know, getting over all the trials that we've over, and then here we are 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and you're doing the exact same thing. At some point, I have to stop letting you push me in front of the damn bus.
Well, I can feel you on that one.
And believe what it is. And it's just, I just see her on the show, and it's the same thing. And I know those people at TV1 when all that stuff broke on the news that they were going to fire her and put her off. There's some validity to that. Truthfulness to that.
I did see a whole lot of press on that.
That's not no coincidence. I'm sure that she done rubbed. If you call anyone at MJJ Records or Sony Records, they will say that they couldn't wait to get the hell up out of there. Listen, most people, they fight you for your masters. MCA Records put them girls in a brown paper bag and told that bitch if she didn't come and get these, immediately they were going to burn them in the bag. These masters leave them the hell alone. She is a tyrant. A tyrant. And when God has a special place for her in hell, There really is. Because you don't treat people like that. And I don't care, just because you got a show and you got a car and you got this and that. Hell, 5 years ago, she didn't even have a damn license to behind a goddamn car behind bushes in Detroit. So please, stop it. And sometimes God, when they say vengeance is his, and I pray that, you know, that this is the way, you done got me to spill the tea and angry and can't even get my words together. But, you know, so hopefully this will set me free.
Well, you know what?
But I'm telling you, it's the truth.
Stacey got a question for you.
You know, I'm listening, and I was watching the show last night, which I very seldom do. But I'm looking at Selena, because Selena was a client of mine as well. And I'm looking at the show, and her and Nicki are beefing now. And I'm trying to figure out why, because I don't watch the show consistently to really know. And like you say, the show is not, they're not getting to the core of their talents. They can't even go on a tour together.
Right.
You know, they're trying, you know, Angie then came in, she's trying to put oil on their heads and everything. And I'm thinking, as a viewer, what is the problem? Because I know Selena, but I'm just saying, I don't take sides because I don't know what's going on. But somebody that knows Nicki better than I do, because I don't know her that way, said that's who she is. And it's funny now that he's on and saying the same thing. They're saying, like, what I got out of it, she's pissed about a situation that didn't happen to her. And it's like, how do you do that? And why can't they did the tribute to Shaka Khan. They made it through that. But everything else is an argument, you know, bickering. And it just made me turn it off, because I'm like, we can't get a show that we can fully go through it and just come to a resolution. Oh, okay, I get it. Y'all can, you know, resonate with that.
Right.
So I just think, you know.
He has a very jealous spirit. He sometimes will get you a job and then get you fired in the same breath once she sees you excelling in something. I don't know all the girls. I do know I met Kiki, and she was very sweet to me. I think that she could be one of the bigger stars on the show, but she doesn't possess class and couth and decorum, and she's missing a little bit and poise. She can sing her butt off, and if she just got with a musical director that is not afraid to tell her to shut up and sing the song and stop talking so much in the mix of you singing, and just sing the song and put a book on your head and stop slouching so much and hold the microphone and caress it and melt and sing and just do what you do. And let a stager come in here and stage you, and let a musical director direct your music and do what they do. You can't do Nicki and these people that do certain things, want to do the craft services, want to be the producer, want to be the director. They can't even do what they're doing right there.
Wow.
People do what they do. And as far as Monifa, I know Monifa is easy to work with. She's very sweet. What you see with Monifa is Monifa's probably the most realest one that I know personally on the show. Selena, you know, there was a lot of stuff between me and Nicki and Selena, you know, so Selena tried to stay mutual. Selena and her sister, which is baffled to me, Nicki getting into it with them. So the last time I talked to Selena, me and her sister were going at it on Facebook. It was right when she first when Divas was about to come out, when I heard I had put some things on Facebook. And Selena's sister stopped me and said, look, you don't talk about women like this. You shouldn't talk about Nicki. You know, I don't want guys, you know, at least have some classes as a black woman, da-da-da. And I said, well, wait, honey, you don't know me. You don't that well. I've been knowing Nicki long enough to be able to say this, know her like I did. But the fact is that girl had Nicki's back. And Selena, when I called Selena to do my show, she told me that Nicki had already talked to her and she had to show Nicki loyalty. So those girls I know for a fact had Nicki's back. And told me, and me and Selena didn't talk all the time like me and Monifa was like, look, that's between y'all. I love you, Jason. I'm gonna talk to you. You talk to Nicki at the same time, and that's between y'all. I'm not having nothing to do with it, and I don't even want to hear you talk about Nicki to me, and vice versa.
But what happened between? I'm still trying to understand what happened between her and Selena.
It's just a jealous. She's just a jealous. You can't. Some women you can't put in the mix of women.
Yeah,
and
that's
she's
true.
One of those women that you can't put in the mix of. Women, you can't get 5 women to get together anyway, no way. So go down the line. What girl group, even sisters got along? Pointer Sisters was fighting in the background. Every group with girls, you cannot put them in a group together and expect them. And Nicci is one of the toxic ones. She's one of those people that just will pollute an area. That's who her spirit is. That's who she is. And when she apologized to people, do you think she ever went to Brownstone and said, you know what, I'm so sorry to you, Maxie, for knowing the manipulation in the publishing that you have to live off for the rest of your life? Luckily, Maxie lives better than she did when she was with Brownstone, so she don't even care. But
That's
you did that to them knowing that you can't treat people like that in 94 and still treat people like that in 2013 and expect to. It's Nicci. It's not them. What they're feeling is right. What Selena's saying is right. Selena and them, they don't know Nicci. She knows what Nicci wants. Nicci talks about faith like a goddamn dog.
No.
Yes. And if Faith want to sit there and be a stupid ass and believe it, let her be a stupid ass. Because I call Faith and tell the same thing. Oh no, I need to take up for Nicci. Well, you keep taking up for Nicci, you dummy. And if I said some of the stuff she said about Faith on the phone, Faith would really be upset with it. I really don't owe her no loyalty because she ain't my friend. But I'm going to keep that to the next show.
Uh-oh.
But you just never know what's going on behind the scenes.
No, you don't.
In reality, you kind of see it, but you still kind of at a loss.
Right, right.
And it's just ridiculous. I mean, because we can't get, it makes it, when people say that women can't get along and stuff, and that's not true. I love women. You know, I can embrace them or whatever, but I don't
You might, honey, but that other girl don't.
Yeah, I feel you.
So she's going to still be rolling her eyes. Men can sleep with the same girl and say, you know what, forget that girl, let's go make this money.
Right.
Girls are still going to be rolling their eyes like,
Yeah.
she was with my man.
Yep.
You know, not liking it. How you doing? But throwing marbles on the floor. It's just the way it is. I've been in group homes and false homes with all types of women. I see all types of personalities.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
And that's what it is. And all them girls can be able to get along, and it can just be one toxic one.
And it spreads like cancer.
But how do you, Jason, I want to know, how do you feel about seeing your idea come to life and you not part of it?
You're ready to have me just go into the shake, rattle, and roll. You can't do it, girl. You can't do it. No, it hurts. It's sad. I mean, there was a time when it first happened when I was in Atlanta, and I contemplated taking a bottle of pills. And I said, how can this person, my sister, do this to me? And how is God allowing this to happen? And it just, you know, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. And the whole thing how it went is me and Tony Terry's wife came up with this idea. I went to Nicci with it, and Nicci was doing a whole other show named Curtains. And said, oh, honey, I don't want to do no show like that. I'm not trying to sing, and I'm not trying to be all with them with girls. Monifa is I don't know if I really want her. She wouldn't even fit in that. Selena, you know, she went down the line of the girls that I was picking that she didn't like. Trying to do this thing named Curtains. She, one of the girls that I recommended for Soul Kittens Cabaret, I brought in too. But what she was supposed to do was give me credit, producer credit on Soul Kittens.
Yeah.
And I didn't get mad at Nicci when it didn't happen because I'd already said that I could right now get a contract with her and prolong this, but I know how Nicci is. So I said, she's got all these things in together. She's got Fantasia. I really want to work with Fantasia. You know, I'm going to go ahead and do this. If she doesn't do what she said she's going to do, this will be the absolute last time that I work with her. When I got dances for free. I got the rehearsal space for free. I got 2 of the head cast members to work. I got the clothes on a shoot that we did with Fantasia, all the clothes. I got the dancers for that for free. I choreographed
For free? For free?
Deserved to have gotten producer credit. She did not give me that. So she was doing Curtains, and I said she wanted me to help her with it. And I said the only way that I would do it is I'm an executive producer, and I come in as a producer, and we need to get it all right. And you didn't do what you did the last time, so I'm not coming in with you. When you're with friends in business, and you tend to go over to their house and you talk with them, and you drinking wine, and you talk and you giving your ideas, it's a free fall. This is what I do for a living. I can't afford to give you my ideas and have you swirl with it and make money and not include me. So when that didn't happen, I told her that this needs to happen. We need to have a contract. What? So she went around my head and was going to do business with someone that I brought to the table. That person, she said, was throwing me under the bus. But I said to her, I've been knowing you for over 25 years. You should have called me on the phone and said, this person that you brought to the table is throwing you under the bus, Jason, honey. And I don't know why that is, because if you bring and tell that person, if we do a deal with you together, that Jason brought you in. He needs to be getting a finder's fee or get what you promised him.
Right.
Fair.
That's right.
That's all I asked for. And she refused to do that. And I said, and I was so hurt behind it, and I just said, you know what? It was not just that incident. It was the entire everything up until that point. Like, this girl is never going to change, and she's going to keep doing me wrong. And I love her. I wanted to be there and all this other stuff. And she did not care. And she's never going to change. So it was like, forget it. And I had to say, look, I see how she is with her husband who loved her. She moved in that house to be close to my window. Girl,
Oh, wait a minute. You talking about Sheree from Real Housewives of Atlanta? Ex-husband?
Oh, that was real sad. God, I can't shut up. Oh, shake that roll.
What?
Girl, you know what? I got to shut up. That's who I said. You guys see your research. Nicki got put out in so many homes in Atlanta. It's ridiculous.
No.
Honey,
I did know.
If I'm buying her phones and stuff, you don't do people like that. You don't do people that had your back like that and sit on them and just tell them, because that's what you done to me. So, and anyone has anything a problem with what I'm saying is, I spent 25 years being someone's friend. And anytime someone's going to continue to spit on me, I can say what the hell I want to say.
All right.
That's right.
Well, let me ask
and if
you.
y'all got a problem with it, I got 2 cheeks in my ass that y'all can kiss. The person, their mama, their grandmama, and their little baby.
Everybody.
And anyone else got a problem.
Jason does have a current project that he's working on right now.
Okay. I want to be on his project.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he is the Diva Maker. So can you let everybody know what current project that you got going on?
Actually, I'm just not to go too deep. I'm in the process of creating a few reality shows. As well as I'm doing a seminar workshop about the business, the do's and don'ts, breaking into the business, the importance of contracts with your mama and your friends so you don't have to go to jail and you can remain friends with them. You know, also about, another thing about that show, honey. Girl, if Nicci don't stop letting her cousin Mo with no license do her hair,
what?
I'm going to come to the table, to the TV, and snatch them. And the other girls that got their ponytails stapled on the side of their heads and their closures is just raggedy as I don't know what. Is it R&B Divas or is it Rib and Beer Divas?
Oh, no.
I'm sucking on ribs and drinking Coke 45. Is that what R&B stands for? Rib and beer?
I don't even know what to say. Jason, you know you're starting a fire now.
I'm going to have some fabulous hairdressers on this seminar workshop, makeup artists to show you how to get ready quick and when you're doing auditions. It's just the do's and don'ts and what to look for in the business with longevity. Because longevity doesn't necessarily have to be you working every single year and you're still surviving and you still have a passion to do this business now, because all what you go through just trying to stay above float is enough to make anyone jump off the bridge.
Indeed. Now
and music is gone so left field with the. You got to realize there's only three record companies. There's no video stations. Before you turn on MTV, VH1, you see videos like Tamar Braxton with her song.
Right.
Back in the day, she was probably been a big hit, but you don't see. They're not gonna play her that many times on 106. And our whole demographics, the music demographics is gone. And these girls on this R&B Divas have the podium to bring the R&B back to where.
Big time.
LA Divas. How did you get the girl from City High and Michelle Lay as one of the R&B Divas? I just don't get it. Where do you pick them?
Wow.
What are you doing?
I want to.
And we're supposed to believe that you girls are to catch the torch to the Gladys Knights, Patti LaBelle's, Shaka Khan, because none of y'all can even hold a candle to what Whitney was in her prime at all. No way, shape, form, or fashion it would ever happen. No, as a vocals like Aretha.
I want to extend the invitation to Selena Johnson, to Monifa, to Nicci Gilbert, definitely Angie Stone, located downtown, 444 Highland Avenue. Come on down to the stage. So let me ask you this real quick before I let you go, because Jason, you know what? I might have to have you back on the show. I might need it. Is that all right?
I would love to come back on the show. Whenever you want to do Diva Talk with the Diva Maker, honey, you call me and we will talk Diva-ish.
How can the people follow you? How can they keep up with what you're doing?
I don't usually Twitter a lot, but I do have a Twitter page. It's Twitter, Twitter.com/Jason the Diva Maker. And then my Facebook page is Facebook.com/Diva Maker.
I'm going to follow you, Jason. Follow me back.
I sure will, sweetheart. I appreciate you guys for asking to come on, and thank you very much for being my therapist today, because now I can move on, and I've got some closure to some things, and I've got to get some things off my chest that I even want to talk about.
It's the Bianca Barrett Show. Mike Kane, baby. It's the Bianca Barrett Show. The remix. It's the Bianca Barrett Show. Atlanta stand up. On the Beat Drops Radio. Too many radio stations, you need just one. I see you looking, but you hard to impress, huh? Then you found a Beat Drops Radio. Beat Drops. Now your 3 to 5 drive time is the best, It's the Bianca Barrett Show. You gon' listen in for what you've been missing, babe.